what's up, man? This your boy D went on the porch, and today, man, I got a huge guy sitting next to me, man. Y'all already know him, but I call him none other than Mister Hello Somebody.
I'm gonna move my body. And thank you for having me on, baby.
My boy Marlon, bro. Look, man, he come by. My boy Marlon Favorite come sit by today on the porch to chill. You know what I'm saying? And the first question I won't ask. This the first question I won't ask, bro. How you say your last name? Because I say Favorite since you was at LSU. Some people say Fave, some people say Favorite, some people say. How do you say your last name?
Favorite.
Oh,
so you had it right.
Yo.
I had it right. Look at that right quick, huh? Yeah, that's right. So the way, like I have some of my aunties, they say favorite, but most of my aunties are in education.
Right.
So they say, no, the proper way to say it is favorite, but we here in New Orleans, it has a Creole background, so that's why it's favorite. They have some favorites, but we all related. So
right.
It's about 700 of us in the Louisiana area.
Oh, okay. All right.
Big, yeah.
So look, big man. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Because you got a bunch of things you got going on throughout the city for broadcast. From doing the pregame show up in Baton Rouge with LSU. You have your own podcast. Y'all talk about sports. And y'all really dig deep into sports. You know what I'm saying? And then you talk to Bobby and Mike Atelier. I think that's Tuesdays. What is it?
They've been calling me every week.
Once a week. Because like I said, I hear you on there like once a week.
Yeah.
But my thing I want to know, bro, because you did the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The music has always been in your blood, or was the music always there? But because you were such a gifted athlete, it had to take a back seat, and the football came first. How did that go?
That's almost precisely how it went. So music has been a part of my life in this capacity since I was 9. Actually, the guy who produced Hello Somebody, Deli on the Beats, I've been rapping and singing over his beats since he was like 11. Mm-hmm. So we're a year apart. So we've been doing this for a while. So just the background of the music and the football together. I sung in St. Joseph Worker Choir when I was a kid in Railroad. From the ages of, I want to say 11, 12 to about 17 years old, I sung and was under the direction of Clark J. Knighton, excellent music mind here in the state. And Henry Washington was my director. So most of my music came from being a black Catholic, coming up, jamming off Kirk Franklin and all that stuff in the church. So my first song that I wrote, I was 14 and it featured on Clark Knighton's album, Created Anew. I was 14 years old, it was a gospel rap. That was the first one that officially, and then after that it was West Jeff talent shows. We dropped 2 mixtapes at LSU and an album.
So you was doing a lot of writing in the beginning.
A lot of writing, performing, recording, in executive production. I did a little bit of that, arrangements. So that's pretty much my lane. The singing piece kind of came in by default in college. We had a couple of songs on our album, Sophisticated Hustlers, Black Venom, me, Fat, and Chase, shouts out to BV. And we couldn't find any male vocalists. So I was like, man, I sung in the choir, so I got my Ronnie Bell, Ricky Bell on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Let me see what these. Let me see if I got the chops.
Yeah, because I thought you hear like Usher, Genuine, you hear like Keith Sweat, guys who got pipes. These guys can sing, and I knew I could sing tenor in a choir, and I knew how to hold some notes. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how that came about, and I just kind of continued to grow from there. Yeah.
Right. So, what was the inspiration behind Hello Somebody? Like the whole thing from the words. How did that come about? Just sitting at home and just like, what? First of all, what were you sitting at when you were just like? I could see you walking in a coffee shop and just be like, "Hello, somebody," and then you're like, "Well, you know what? Let me see." So, what was that? How did that even just come about?
All right, so the truth behind Hello Somebody was my teammates with the New Orleans Voodoo and I would say that all the time. Like my boy Chris Duval, shouts out to Chris, he'd be like, hello. Lorenzo Brilli, hello. And one day I was just like, well, hello somebody. And then we all said, well, hello somebody. And before you know it, it became a New Orleans Voodoo thing. So that the concept of the song dates back to like 2014. 2013, 2014.
Wow.
So then I get in the broadcasting. I start off with Scott Alexander, and then after each big time play, I'd be like, hello somebody, Chris Jackson on a touchdown, and it became a thing. And I remember Scott was like, oh, what's the spread on the hello somebody? So it started to become my thing, you know?
Right.
Every interview I do, and I'm like, I need to find a home for this. So that's when I was working on the Baller Broadcaster. So I had about 40% of the album done before Hello Somebody even came up. And then I was like, Deli, we need a beat. Because Mouse on the track was supposed to do it initially. But Mouse, he was shooting some videos and he had some other songs he was working on. So he couldn't do it. I'm like, you know what? I said, we're going to let Deli, I'm going to have Deli do this because he had already did Gorilla. He already did Madden. So it was time for the next deal. And legit, I had the concept down. Like I had the rap piece down, the first part. From LA to LA, they yelling, hello, Fade. Big dog, smooth cat with some mellow ways. In the 10th grade, I used to rock the mellow braids. Private school at the time, they wanted us with fades. I had the first verse done. And then I wanted to see how I wanted to do the hook. The hello, somebody. So Deli built the beat on Facebook Live. And I'm sitting there writing the rest of the song on live before you know it. And I actually engineered that song.
Yeah.
I had Deli did the beat. This was before I couldn't get in D-Day's studio, and this was before Beast by Nell took over as my producer engineer. So I had the equipment. So Deli had his inbox and the mic and stuff, so I just went on and bought it in the back of my house. I had built like a little in-house, because I had to do the in-house studio anyway during the pandemic for production. So WWL had me on it, and of course a couple of others. So I think that's pretty much what did it, and before you know it, boom. I knew when Deli and Bundy brought it back, when the song got mixed and mastered, I felt it. I said, man, this might be one of the best songs on the album.
Said, bro, because man, when you be watching me, man, you be, hello somebody, move your body. I'm like, man, look at my bar. Look at my bar. Man. They said big men can't move their feet.
We move,
man.
baby.
Look at my bar, man. Said, bro, that song's so catchy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really catchy. Just the words of it and everything. You know, because it's, hello, somebody.
Yeah, it's your body. You know, in the motivation, I always say, you know what? If I'm gonna jump back in the game and do music, because like I said, it was projects I was working on. High school, we recorded our album coming out, FCF. It was Fat Fav and Che. We was recording songs in Woodman and Fat's back room. And before you know it, I link up with people on campus and start working with, like D1, recording artist D1. His first few songs he recorded was with us. You know, like we all worked together, had projects. Yeah, like we got, me and D1 have stuff on there that probably dates back to like 2006 on YouTube. Yeah, 2006. I know we did something in 2011. So it's like, you know how you let something go, then it come back?
Right.
Let something go and come back. That's what music did.
Right.
Like the pandemic, we couldn't go nowhere. It just kept in my head. Like music just kept popping up, and you know, 10 songs into a new album, and I have a new album about to come out at the end of this year as well. So it's just, you know, once you hit it, it just keeps flowing. Right.
Yeah. So like you said, so really and truly, football was just that thing that it was like, damn, I'm real good at this, and this just about to just take over from here on out. I'm talking about when you, as far as like, as your life, as you started growing, going through high school, went to LSU. It was just like, man, look, the football just, damn, it's just something, you know, something that could provide for my family, something that could, you know, something that could move a little, and you just was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this route, or you had other means of thinking about taking that route?
Well, football always says was my first passion. That was the first thing I did, and it's still a passion of mine. Like, I get super excited every time football season come around. I mean, my work increases during that, so I like that piece. But it's just something, when I retired back in 2015, That was a tough decision to make. I mean, I really did damn near the entire fourth quarter of 2014. I went back and forth, just different job interviews too, because that's a hard thing to let go of. And I'm so thankful to Cox 4 and them bringing me on with the games of the week early, because that became my job and that started the career. So it's like I'm 28 years old at the time when I retired, but it's like I'm 18 again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you subtract 10 years because you have to start all over again. It's like you finished from high school. Because when you're doing football, you have to have blinders on. Like I understand now you have NIL deals, you have kids and student athletes basically utilizing other talents outside of football to build an image and a brand around themselves. I'm glad it's like that. But back then, what I did wasn't really accepted. It's like, he's a rapper, he shouldn't. And nobody really knew.
Nobody knew. Right.
It's you and God. Y'all knew.
Right.
So that's what I always, before I made a decision, even to this date, I always ask God for discernment and ask Him to guide my path. And that's how, because nobody around me couldn't see. Nobody. Nobody in my life saw this vision. And as it started to unfold, like when Chris Blair called me and he's like, Marlon, this song Hello Somebody. That's it. I said, yeah, that's my song. And that's my boss at LSU. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Blair
He called me like, well, we about to use that as the hits, the song for the highlights. And it became the song and that's when I'm like, all right, cool. Now this makes sense.
Right.
Now this makes perfect sense, because now we're looking at a situation where the vision is paying off. Yeah,
right.
The voice. Chris Blair.
Chris Blair, the voice of the LSU fighting.
Yes, indeed. Chris does an excellent job. Shout out to Chris, man.
Yeah. You said, bro, but nah, dude, that in itself had to be like a huge thing, because this was somewhere you played at. You know what I'm saying? Home. Mm-hmm. Right in your backyard at home, somewhere where you played, your alma mater. And to hear the voice of the Tigers, to like, hey man, look, that's you.
Tripped me out, like, man, well, could we use it? Like, he thought I had to go through it. Like, I am, that's my song. I got the master to it right here. So yeah, that just kind of, along with 2019, with the broadcasting thing, and then the pandemic hitting and coming out the pandemic with the music, that's really where the baller broadcaster really exploited itself. And it was already happening. You have Lil Wayne sitting out with Skip Bayless. Like music and sports has been trying to merge, but now it's finally together. And my music, my concepts, my mindset is where it meets.
Man, look, see, bro, dude, it's like, dude, you can't ask for a better setup. You know what I'm saying? It's like it like you said, when the time is right, when the Lord has the time and everything right for you, there's nothing you could do about it. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
And you had the best setup. You know what I'm saying? You had the best setup. Yeah. And man, brother, I salute you for that. I
appreciate that, brother.
Because I'm telling you, the song, like I said, it's catching. Hello, somebody, man. When you was up in Bonneville Gym and you came out there and all the girls, hello, somebody. Like, yeah, look at my
kids
phone.
Like, yeah. And that's really the thing too. Like, one thing, I just attended a writers camp. Rodney Jerkins was there. Jazzy Faye was there. It was put on by Robin Nicole. She's a songwriter as well, and one of my songs on my new album, Lover, Songs Nowhere, she wrote it, and I performed and recorded the entire song. Her and V Script, they had a writers camp, and that's one thing I learned at the writers camp. You have to be young with this music. Like, this isn't, basically the demographic is between the ages of 15 and 25. That's who really, because that's the age group who could really listen to music all the time. So if it's not hot to them, it's not hot to anyone. Mm-hmm. So that's where Hello Somebody came in, and I knew that song could sustain any audience. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know at first,
right.
But that's the feedback it's been getting, man. I'm just excited about it.
Right. Man, bro, I've been wanting to sit down and talk to you about your music, man, because it's different. It's different. It's something that started off well when you first started putting it on social media, on a social media platform. it was bringing the West Bank together because you were seen throughout the neighborhoods of the West Bank. You know, around Mardi Gras when you did the
Yeah.
video, and it was like it was bringing y'all together. You know, and you was front and center like, hey, y'all gotta remember I'm still a West Bank boy. I'm off this West
Yeah,
Bank. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we like to have fun, and you were showing a positive side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about we all know, yes, the city of New Orleans, we live in poverty. The city of New Orleans. We know some of our areas are not that great.
Right.
But you in with the Hello Somebody, when you went throughout the West Bank, yes, you was in some areas that wasn't that great, but you showed what was great about it.
Yeah.
You showed what was great about it with the people, with the way they was on the porch, the way they was dancing, the way you was coming in and you know, just coming running up with their hand waving there, and everybody just, you know, and dude, that where did that concept just come from of just saying, man, this is how I want it. I want it to look like this here.
Well, I knew that this was going to be the first Mardi Gras back, 2021, when we shot the, 2022, when we shot the video. That was the actual first real Mardi Gras back. Like, when 2021 we didn't have Mardi Gras, that was a shocker because most people in our lifetime, we hadn't experienced
Yeah.
that. So, the city was coming back, the Mardi Gras season was coming back, so I sat down with Chris Hagan. Chris was just, it's funny how timing works. He had just put his resignation letter in with Fox 8 to pursue his career as a shooting videographer. So I was talking with my girl, Brooke, from, at the time she was at WWL, she was with New Orleans football. And she was like, you should let Chris shoot the video. He does dope videos. And I thought it would be cool because he's in the broadcasting world with me, so he would understand that too. So we sat down at, actually on this side, on Magazine Street, we sat down at that Starbucks one day, and he just had his notepad out. He's like, so how do you see this video? And I'm like, man, it's the first time Mardi Gras coming back. Nine Top is usually the first big parade to kick off the Mardi Gras season. I won't shoot it there. Man, we're gonna have family and friends. We got a spot set up. So I ran the idea to him, and he basically made the vision come to life. Like the shots that he got. It just so happened we shot the video right before they shut down for the parade. So you had a thick enough amount of people out there to capture that moment. That's the biggest thing we wanted to do, is just to capture that moment in that
Hey,
video.
y'all look, y'all look like y'all had fun without
Yes.
without having to tell nobody. Let's have fun. It was
Yeah.
just like it looked almost like y'all was out there already having fun, and the cameraman just rolled up.
Correct. That's it. That's the look.
You know
That's the
what I'm
look we
saying?
were looking for. Like
Right.
such a natural look of how Nine Top Parade is, and it's just, I'm just running the streets with people saying
Right.
hello somebody, and people had already caught on to the song. Like actual, when I was out there, folks would come up to me and say, "Man, I love that new song." I'm like, "Yeah, we're shooting a video for it right now." You know what I'm saying?
Come on, sit down. Come on.
And then a lot of the stuff was just natural, like the Freedom Riders. They just so happened to be out there with their crew, and they were barbecuing. They had a DJ, so we went up to them. Me and Chris was like, "Hey man, we shooting the scene, and we would like to have Fave performing in front of a crowd." Man, that dude put that song on loud, and then everybody had it. He played it like twice for that shot. So we recorded, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to see this video. And when it dropped, man, I just had chills all over my body, because vision is such a thing, right? Vision is cool when you have somebody that shares a vision with you. But with this deal, not a lot of people had shared the same vision because they couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the beautiful thing about just, you know, through prayer and asking God, what do you want me to do? You know, graduated from LSU, graduated from LSU, get a job. You know, you can go I can work at any of these. I have relationships with so many different people who own, you know, different
Right.
construction companies, you name it. But is that my passion? Is that what God has me here for? Is that the purpose? I didn't feel it, right? What I felt was going in the studio, working with WWL, working with LSU Sports Radio, and it's like, okay, now it's like you're creating your own salary for the vision. That it wasn't like that at first. It wasn't like that when I first retired and I jumped into this. Man, I was making like $200 a week, you know, doing broadcasts to the world that don't know that you're on TV, but that was the starting point. This is something, like I said, an 18-year-old salary, but thank God I had Conquer Sports, a business to supplement that income and be able to do that, because that's what it all boils down to. It costs to really live this lifestyle and to start so late the way I did. So, the people, and I would always take an interview. Like when I was a player, I would love, like when I went to the locker, I would love to see I got an interview with somebody today. Because I enjoy doing it. I like doing this, man, and that's kind of where I developed the talking comfort and being able to do this stuff full time.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, Fave, bro, I'm telling you, dude. I'm talking like 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 real talk. Like before the games, before LSU play, I turn on WWL on. I'm listening to. I turn on the stations where I'm listening to them, listening to y'all, and like you'll come in. And you know who you remind me of? You remind me of T-Bot.
Yeah.
Like, y'all two just like very blunt about LSU. Like some people try to sugarcoat it and just be like, yeah, it could be like we could do this. And y'all two just very blunt. Like,
Yeah.
like nah, man, we suck. It's not looking good today. It was terrible the way everything went down. It was just terrible. And bro, you gotta as a fan. Me as a fan, you gotta I appreciate that because it's like, okay, he has the right to say they suck because guess what? He played on this team.
And they told me I sucked before. There's times I wasn't good,
Right. He has heard the fans say he sucked, that he wasn't. So he has the right to say that. Bro, and it's just is refreshing when you hear that, you know what I'm saying? It, like I say, whenever I hear you on WWL, I'm like, man, my boy come through there with the energy and just be like, oh, and then you always end it with, hello, somebody.
Yeah, move my body.
Every time you in the car, you be like, all right, Bobby, hello, somebody. Man.
Bobby, he cool, man. And this is, part of this is surreal because, you grow up listening to these guys. Like the other day, I had to do a show with Eric Parson. I mean, I've been watching him since a kid on my entire time watching WWL television. He has been on there as one of the main hosts. So it's cool to finally work with him. Like man, I'm working with Eric. So that shows, that's God way of showing you progress. Because when you're doing it, you're not smelling any flowers at all. You're just rolling. Like you
trying to get it.
You're trying to get it.
I got to get it.
Oh, cool. Another $1,000, great. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And you, like, just recently I told my wife this. I'm like, you know what? At this point, we do need to enjoy ourselves. Like, let's plan to do a vacation. When LSU go into bowl season break before the game, let's just take a little time off because you get so in the grind of work. And honestly, the areas that wasn't successful started that in me. Getting cut from 10 NFL teams do something different to you. It really does. Like I legit shouts out to my man, Mr. Sims, because he has helped me out a lot in terms of counseling me through this. When I first retired from sports, I felt like a failure. Like I understood the concept of what was going on with me, the places I've been, the coaches I coached for, but to not see the monetization from that initially, it did a number on me. Then now you out of the game, you're playing at the lowest level of profession, playing with the New Orleans Voodoo, so you leave that team with nothing, and you got to rebuild all of this. So I struggled with confidence in the beginning with this. I really did because I felt like it's like it was the scorings from the NFL all of those years, and it's like now I got to bounce. See, man, I shouldn't even be in this position financially. I should have my own home now. Why I don't own a house? Like those are the questions. 29, 30 years old, you're going through, and you see it affecting your family. Like driving down this road for 6 years with nothing initially to show for it was tough. Right. It was hard. So that's where the not smelling the flowers come into play at. And like I legit this year started to say, is that a rose? You know what I'm saying? Wait, somebody got lilies out here? You know what I'm saying? Like I just said, like, dude, stop. You got a son in college, you got your kids all right, everybody healthy, you healthy, everybody fine. Like, look at them blessings. Don't trip off the other stuff. And I had to get to that point, so
yeah. Bro, See, bro, man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, brother. I really enjoy listening to your show, bro. Your show. I really enjoy listening to your show. I really enjoy when you come in for the on WWL sports talk and hit hello somebody. I do. I really enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna tell
appreciate
you
that.
right now, brother. You doing a hell of a job. Now, I know you were serious, bro, but I ain't gonna lie to you. When you walked on that stage in that suit and with the singing, I kind of smirked for a minute. I was like, "Man, what the hell Big Maul doing up here like that?" He had the little chest out. I'm like, what the
Oh, nowhere. You got
I was like, wait, what the hell, Maul doing up there?
yeah.
Like, but when I listened to the song, I was like, oh, okay, I got it. But the initial shot, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, because I wanted to go with like the retro look. I was shooting that with Renee Michelle. We were shooting that video, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have my chest out. I'm gonna throw on a suit coat because I won't sell this. Like I'm with the Temptations singing to the audience, and you know, I got a lot of that. Hey, bro, I like that suit you had on, boy. You're clean. I saw you had that Sunday suit on. All in character, you know.
I initially was like, hell, Maul,
What is he doing with that suit?
But that's a song when I was like, oh, okay, I
Yeah.
got the concept. But we gonna. I'm gonna say he was clean.
Yeah. He looked sharp, but if I was just up there with the suit on, hey man, what you wearing, man? You could have worn some Adidas or something, you know what I'm saying? You could have went Run DMC if you gonna throw it back, you know.
But man, look, bro, dude. Real talk, I really appreciate you coming sit on
Man,
the
thanks
porch,
for having me, bro.
and just come chopping it up, man. Like I said, we all knew about the NFL, man. We all knew about the football player, the LSU player, but I wanted to know about the artist, the person, the man who doing it now. You know what I'm saying? And we can't leave without asking the number one question that be on everybody's mind. What the hell were you jumping at, bro?
Oh,
What the hell were you jumping at, bro?
oh.
Before we get out of here, you have to let me know what the hell were you jumping at?
Hey man, right now we uptown New Orleans. This is probably one of the realest places you can actually be in the city, right? You come in.
Yes.
This is, Juvenile video was shot over there, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it a 100 here. All right, so if you watch the play from the beginning, I won up in my gap. Mm-hmm. So did my boy Chris Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
But because we both won in our gap, I want to say the outside nose guard on the other side, he waved out. That gave a lane for the quarterback. I saw it, so I retreated. So I ain't gonna lie to you. While I was running after, I'm like, man, this preseason, I gotta sell out. I really gotta sell out and make this play. I just want to at least show effort. Because I was like, he's right there. I'm right there. And I ain't gonna lie, they closed my eyes and I just... and then gravity jumped in. Boom! It's like, boom!
You left your feet and then went boom. I was like,
it was like if I was getting tested for like, say for instance, a broad jump, that wasn't a really good leap, right? and look, you laughing at the actual play, boy. You know I had to jog off that side to the sideline. That jog to the sideline. So I'm on the side. I get there. I see my boy Chris. Hey man, Marlon, you did your thing. And then like Michael Vick, you had Coach Reed, you had Rodney Brown, you had Vince Young. Like that was the lineup when
right.
So the last one was Coach Reed. Vic was like, talking to your thing on that. They tried to, and then all I could see was Coach Red. His face was red. He was just.
Oh, he went home. Like everybody.
I saw the pressure. And his eyes started to tear. So he lifted his glasses. He said, "Man, that was an alpha right there." And he busts out laughing. It doesn't stop there. I have to go other teams. So you know when they sign somebody, you know they bring it up. Oh, this Marlon from the famous play. So I'm in that thing. I start seeing teammates get quiet when I come around. They start looking. Hey man, is this you? Oh Lord, yeah. So it's something that's gonna stay with you. What J. Cole say? Some people made millions, others made memes.
Say, bro, and I like the way you embrace it. Every football season, you just say, you know what, y'all? Here you go.
They gonna sting me again.
Before anybody do it, I'm about to give it to you.
I'm gonna do the Eminem. There you go. Yeah.
Here y'all go. Here you go, right here.
Yep.
Bro, I think this year you get like a little small commentary to it.
Yeah.
No, I think you post it, and I think you just circled the like, here you go, and you circled yourself like,
Yeah,
hey,
there
here you
you
go, right here.
Yeah. And look, the Eagles, like last year, the NFL had added me in it, and then this year the Eagles actually added in it. It's like a throwback of Big Fave. So it's cool to look at the organization. I said, all right, y'all can send my jersey. I give you my jersey. Can't wear it too much around here, but you know, I can at least put it on the wall. You know what I'm saying? For the podcast or something.
Give my damn jersey.
You know? But yeah, it's memories, boy. That's one. Lil Marlon was about to be born. Mm-hmm. He was born about 2 or 3 weeks later. Now that dive saved me about 2 weeks. I might have would have got cut that day, but we can't cut him right away. He sold out. So you know that played a role too. You know what I'm saying?
Running down the field, man. My wife pregnant. I got
That's me. This is me. Yeah.
She pregnant, man. Look,
I gotta make this team. I did look.
Coach, he probably do it. Look, he was laughing. I said, you know what? I gotta get.
I gotta get. Yeah, look, I stayed. That saved me about 2 weeks.
Look,
I think
Vince,
it did.
Young, Mike, Vic, all of them probably like, man, Coach, we gotta give him at least a couple more weeks.
Yeah. He earning it right now. And them dudes, that's crazy. They never forget that stuff, but that stuff always get brought up. And you know what? And luckily, I'm a jokester, because like probably to the average person, they'd be embarrassed. I hope they don't know that's me. Because a lot of people ain't know that was me for a very long time. You know who got helmets on?
Right.
So just recently, like just a year or two, people just finding that out because they saying, oh, that's Marlon Favorite. But before it was just some dude in a helmet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they did know that was me. That was
man, look, bro, I appreciate you for coming.
Thanks for having me on, my brother, for real.
No problem.
First time on the porch,
yes,
baby. I done seen a couple of interviews right here. I finally made it to the porch, baby.
Yes, sir. So look, man, y'all can go listen to my boy on any one of LSU broadcasting channels on Saturdays before the game and after the game, right?
That's right. Posting
before and after the game, he on there and he giving y'all the hard raw. Y'all are listening to WWL radio. He come in once a week. Don't know what day, but he come in. I done heard him a couple times. So I'm telling you, he come in and he give Bob and them the hard raw about what's going on with LSU. And even in the league, anything dealing with football, cop the single, Hello Somebody, get the album. The Hello Somebody, bro, it's going to make you want to move your body. You know what I'm saying? But go to my boy, Big. Tell them where they can catch you at.
Y'all can check me out at Big Fave 504 on X. You can check me out Apple Music, Big Fave, BIGFAV. All the music's there. New project coming out at the end of the year. We got Lover dropping. My boy was talking about the No I Had the Suit on. That's one of the songs on there. And thank y'all, man. Like I said, Inside the Trenches podcast. We have Small Sliders every Friday from 12 to 1. And you can check us out on YouTube on New Orleans Talk Network.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Thank you again for coming sit
on
the Porch. Man, all the way from the West Bank. My boy, Big Marlon Favorite. We out this day. Holla at your boy. Later. Man, I appreciate it.
Man, no, that's gonna be dope. We B probably gonna drop some folk, man.
Yeah. So